Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Will, and we are back with some more Kingdom Hearts 3 today. And we're going to be getting started on basically the final area. I'm not sure on how long that's going to take. We're probably not going to finish it up today because we have the entire final area with just like a boss rush, as well as all the DLC left. So let's get into it and see how far we can get today. I'm thinking maybe we can make it through maybe 2 or 3 fights of like the main rush, as well as like the whole opening scene. But let's just see, because yeah, I'm very unsure on how this is gonna go based on like the difficulty that we're on, and how would we like how we're gonna fare against the bosses basically at the level that we're at, since the last few bosses weren't really that difficult. I don't know if that's still going to carry, or if there's going to be a spike. But let's actually start just by exploring this whole area. See if we can make it out of the maze. Oh wait, actually, let's see. Can we buy anything new? I forgot to check that.
Hello.
What does that mean? Oh yeah, we did get Jelly Bean. I forgot about that. Alright. Alright, let's embark. On this magical adventure. Oh, yes. Alright, I remember the first time I did this, it took me a while to get through here. And I do not really remember the layout of this internal area that well. But we will see how this goes. Nope. Damn it. I keep hitting the boost button when I mean to hit the other button. I don't know. R1 just for regular propulsion is just so weird to me. No, no, no. No, wait, what? Oh. I was right, he was gonna send me back up. Yeah, we're gonna hold off going down there. Can't believe it. I can't remember if this is a permanent destruction or not. I don't think it is. Might as well get all those. Yep. Ooh, okay, that one was cutting it close. Is that too far away? think that's most of the important stuff in there. Rocket out to the next region. This is a lot easier than I remember, and I know saying that is probably going to jinx me. There's something difficult that I can't remember what it was. Like maybe I was getting lost or something somehow. Kept getting turned around, I think. Oh, maybe this was it.
Is it a dead end?
Alright, the rockets are really, coming at us. Alright, there we go. I just wish that I had the sights on regularly. I could aim a little bit better in this mode. God damn. I love these boss fights. This is awesome. This was a great idea. Like, it's kind of expanding on some of the stuff they did in Kingdom Hearts 2, like the pirate ship that we'd see with the gummy ship. That one was really dope. Like, and each base game with the gummy ship, they just leaps and bounds improve upon one another. But this one by far takes it up to a whole new level that I really can't wait to see what they're going to do in the next one. And like I've said it before, I just really hope they just maintain what they did in this game. Because there's not a lot that I really think you can improve upon what they did here. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh. And that is a hot A.
Guys, just look at this place.
Is it ever explained why the hell all of this, like, gummy ship shenanigans is happening with these Heartless? Like, who built this giant-ass Death Star? Did it just appear? I think that's one thing that I don't recall ever being really, brought up. Like, why the hell do we have this gigantic monstrosity of a ship base here? Trying to get to just collect some material. Yeah, I've been really neglecting a lot of, well, not a lot. Ah! Ooh. Ooh. A lot of, stuff with the gummy ship, like, the constellations and, actually, I think maybe just the constellations, I think. Nothing. Yeah, I haven't been super active of actually trying to, like, collect the materials and, get all the ship blueprints. Whoa, whoa, what was that? Oh, I think that thing just propelled me in the different direction. Oh yeah, it propelled me off to the side. I should have dodged it. Damn it, I keep hitting them. And thinking, ah, yeah, push me forward when it's push me to the side. Where am I? Okay, hold on. I need to get bearings. Alright, there's the planet. That's where we were coming in from.
Let's see.
Alright, that's not coming up. There's where we need to go. Or not even. We'll just skip ahead and go over here. Whoop. Although I do wish maybe these crystals would be breakable. Oh, yaddy. I think that's one for money, not XP. Yeah, shit, there's quite a few constellations here.
Let's see.
Yeah, a lot of them can be kind of a pain in the butt to try to figure out what's a good angle to get.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
God damn it, I'm probably too close.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm giving up. I'm done. Alright. I'm not gonna spend the next 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Moving on! Whoop. Oh, there's a purple one right there. Go after that. And we'll also hit that gold ball as well. Boom. Alright. I think we got all the gold balls except for the ones on this map. Whoop. Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No! Oh, the moving up and down ones are terrible. Huh? There we go. Alright. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Come on, come on, come on. No! Oh, it was so close! Alright, that one's actually hard. Just because of like the rhythm of the movement. And I totally missing where to move next after this one. Yeah, I can already start hitting it from way over here. Scotty. Boom. Alright. Good lord. Alright, that one was taking a hot minute longer to try to take out. What the hell is at me? Alright, yeah, there's a bad guy down there. Let's go activate this. Stargate. Alright, let's get this purple crystal. Ooh. Got me close on that one. God, I'm just getting jacked up on all of these. And let's get this blue crystal. Sweet. So let's head to the final world and land this sucker and get started on this boss rush situation that happens here. Never in a game have I seen one laid out like this, where like the last 2 to 3 hours of the game is just a solid boss rush. Or boss rush like. That's like the first thing is just like a huge mob of enemies. All for one and one for all. Hashtag too blessed to be stressed. All right.
It's time. The Keyblade Graveyard is up ahead.
hiccups now.
Someone's coming.
God, he's got a veiny head. Very off-putting.
Legend has it that darkness once covered the world. We know so little about the Keyblade War, only that it was just the beginning. If ruin brings about creation, what then would another Keyblade War bring? When the darkness falls, will we be found worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of?
Or will all of creation be instead returned to the shadows? Today we will recreate the legend and see.
But first, your light shines far too brightly. It must be extinguished in order for the truth to be seen.
Only when your hopes have been broken by battle upon battle can the key be claimed to Kingdom Hearts.
And break you is what we shall do. It has been etched.
Look at how many there are! Oh!
Okay, gang, get ready!
Alright, this was one of the more disappointing parts of this game. Just because they use cheap tricks to make it look like there's a lot of Heartless here. Like, look at it. It's like framey animation for all these people outside of the radius of the fight zone. And it's got like choppy frame rate, so it doesn't even look like natural and smooth. It just looks weird how they just do like this animation that's wrapped around the area. Fuck me. Christ on a fucking crush. Laser. Damn it.
It can't be.
I think those might be the most challenging, like, normal enemies in the game, for me personally. Because I hate their movesets, and I can never read them. It's just something about, like, if the character's, like, upright on two legs, like, I can usually get a feel for their movement. But if they're down on all fours, it's just like, I don't know what the fuck they could do. And I just can never read their movement. And figure out, like, their proper move set. Like, yeah, there's obviously some, like, pretty big tails on some of them. But it's just like, I'm always the worst at trying to read them. And it doesn't help that there's like 40 enemies here and you can't, and it's like hard to actually try to lock on to who you want. Shit like that happening. Yeah, this is actually a pretty small fighting arena.
Here we go.
I just realized, oh my god, when did that happen? I turned off something. I turned off the attractions. I completely forgot I did that. It's literally just right now that I remember. I just thought, Wait, where the fuck were the teacups and the ship and all that stuff throughout this whole playthrough? I think I turned those off, and I cannot remember when or why. I think it was in like the first few areas. Wait, where'd they go? I'm gonna try to take out these boys. I think everyone's got like lower health here. It feels like they're a bit easier to take down.
Take this.
Meteor. I'm still not 100% what triggers Meteor. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because I'm a higher level now fighting these guys, or if they really have like lesser health. It just feels like they're a lot easier to take out. I think it was in my abilities that I turned off the attractions. I think. Which, don't get me wrong, it really helps that now I can focus a lot more on these moves, but I completely forgot about that. Come on, I'm almost there. There we go. Boom. Tentacles for the win. We'll see.
Go get him! Oh! Back off! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Yeah! Back off! Back off!
What was it? I want to do a summons right now. I have been totally neglecting the summons.
Take this, right this!
Oh, interesting. His Keyblade reverts back when I do this. Oh, it's just for that animation. Interesting. Daddy. Oh, I think maybe it's because I have the attractions turned off. I could have sworn that there's a point where I had to ride on the, what's it called? Well, I had to ride on one of the rides and it does like a buttload of damage. Maybe that's why this is taking forever. There we go, that's what it was. Oh yeah, the little train. Okay, I wasn't sure if this was gonna pop up or not. Roller coaster. I do not know why I was having such difficulty remembering the name of this ride. Oh my god. It's just because it looks like a train, my brain was breaking, and I kept on trying to think of it's a roller coaster. I'm dumb sometimes. Finish him. God, yeah, I can't remember when I turned that off. Shit. Oh, item slot unlocked. Nice. Fucking finally, we got glide, people.
Everybody else has gone on ahead.
We gotta move!
Alright, let's turn on glide. Auto finish. Scan. Okay, I think that's what did it. Critical converter. Yeah, alright, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. I marked that like forever ago. And it wasn't until just then because I know that the roller coaster plays a big part in doing that. God damn it. How many fights have we been in that would have made them so much easier? To be fair, not a lot of them are actually that hard, so. I did give 5 extra AP to Goofy because he's really been screwed over. And I gave him this. So, yay him. Whip, we have... Oh, god damn it, every time! I always think item slots are these, one of these two. Armor, accessories. Every time. Freaking time. You know what? Might as well. I'll put them on. Damn. Not like I ever use them, so. Let's get this map. Honestly, I don't even know why they do this. Because it's like... if you're just going to give us the map automatically in a chest that's like right next to you when you start the world, like why? Just like give us the map from the beginning and don't even have the chest there in the first place. It's just... you just make it a little... you just make a little extra. And it's just like... unneeded. Like, it'd be nice if you did, like, a story reason of, like, how we got the map or something, but... it just kind of feels like you're just throwing away a treasure chest. And we're gonna save this sucker. And push forward to the big cross-section of where, this game and the DLC will eventually meet up at. It just turns the whole end section of this into a giant cluster. Where it's just like... they made time travel in this game and it's just like, okay, that's a little lame, but whatever. And it's like annoying. But then they add it into the DLC and it's like, that's so extra, we did not need any of that. You really ran out of ideas for the DLC. That's why I can't wait to see the next game, because it's like, okay, what's your idea on this one? The DLC was not that much of a banger, so...
Is everybody okay?
Looks like we're all thumbs.
Come on, let's go.
Romigo?
Terra!
Ven!
Terra! We found you!
I'm easily tricked in a child. Yay!
Terra, please say you're in there.
Terra's not home right now, Can I take a message?
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go!
Itchy.
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body.
That's not good.
But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
We're not gonna lose to you.
Y'all kind of just stood there. He's been unconscious for years, and what does he get when he first joins the fight? Immediately knocked out.
Ven!
That's it!
Axel! No! Sora!
That was so much time to get there. It's like you could have blocked it, Sora. You didn't need to be melodrama. Let's do this. This is the coolest moment Donald ever has.
Donald, no!
He straight up just tried to murder him. But yeah, come on, man. It's like, if you're not Sora or Riku, you kind of just get thrown by the wayside. It's like, Kairi's training with the Keyblade. She could have popped it and tried to block it or something. Like, come on, man. Everyone gets their death moment.
Ven!
This can't be real. Huh?
Alright, here we go. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do here.
Pull it together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
Right.
Axel, Ventus, Donald, you're our unconscious team.
We stand together.
Even getting knocked out, they do it as a trio, everyone. Always gotta be three.
Mickey, Kairi, Goofy, watch the others.
No! We should all get to safety while we still can!
It's too late for that.
Yeah, Mickey, like, what the hell? You should know better, man.
It can't be. No.
Honestly, at this point, you guys aren't even trying.
Sora!
They're gone. Kyrie, Donald, Goofy, the king. Gone forever. What do we do? Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone? I'm worthless.
I get the self-doubt for Sora because that's kind of been his arc for this game.
We've lost.
But just like being so defeatist too kind of comes out of nowhere in this final section. Which I feel like is very off character from Sora. Which is why I'm very like whatever about this whole situation.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
Yeah, there we go. Riku. He knows. He knows. God, like, come on, guys. You're all Keyblade Masters, and you're all, like, fucking yourself over here. None of you could have defended yourself? This is what happens when you're a defeatist, Sora. Everybody dies. Yeah, I thought this whole section was needlessly complicated just because they made, like, everyone incompetent. Except for, like, Riku and kind of Sora, because they didn't get swallowed in, like, the first swing. And then they double complicated it by doing the whole the thing within another thing
Mate.
by adding the DLC. And it's just like, bro.
And so darkness prevails, and light expires. You need a new strategy.
My move, isn't it?
Huh?
It's not over.
Come on. That's not fair. I know I had you.
Yes, you nearly did. But a game's no fun if you know where it's going. There's more to light than meets the eye. I told you.
That's so bullshit.
Some light comes from the past.
I get you're trying to do like a whole thing there, but it's like, that's so bullshit. It's like, you don't checkmate me. I'm gonna go back here and I get all these pieces instead. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not how chess works. I know you're trying to do a whole thing, but come on, man. Stop relying on time travel. Like, I thought this section, this little section is super cool. But it's just like, just starts, like, as soon as they introduce time travel, it's like, okay, fine, it's gonna be a story trigger. And then they do it again here, and it's just like, needless. But yeah, this whole section here with, in like, semi-transparent Sora is super dope. I really liked it.
am I?
This is gonna be a hella obscure reference, but like that music that they were just playing when they hit those high notes, it reminds me of like the theme from the first Pokemon movie, Mew's theme. And it's just like, that's a weird pull. The final world. Personally, I think they should have called it something like the Final Realm or something. It's like, it doesn't even seem like a world. God, this place looks dope as hell. But here's where we meet Cherith, and this whole storyline that nobody would know or understand if they didn't play the mobile.
Stay away now, can you?
Huh? Hello?
Bam.
The name's Cherith, and this is the final world.
I'm Sora. What's the final world?
There's nothing else beyond this. You've wandered here more than once before on your visits to the Station of Awakening, but I let that slide. The edges of sleep and death touch, and one can't help the occasional crossover.
Wait, death?
Yes, the natural end for those whose hearts and bodies perish together. But some persist and arrive here.
My heart and body perished? Does that mean...
Something is holding you here, refusing to let you go. You're hanging by a thread.
What about my friends?
I'm afraid that no one else arrived with you. And if they're not here, they're either gone forever, or they're clinging to the world you came from.
I'm going back!
Whoa, whoa! How exactly? You can't just wander out like your other visits.
What?
I told you. The other times you came here by your own choice. This time is very different. To become your old self again and return to the real world, you'll have to piece yourself back together in this world first.
Ah! Why am I in pieces?
What? No, not literally, of course. You're conceptually in pieces. On the inside, who knows? But on the outside, you're just fine.
Oh, okay. You kind of freaked me out there.
Oh, boy. Usually, only a heart can reach the final world. But since you've clearly managed to retain some kind of form, that can only mean your body was cast into this world as well.
Okay, so then if I can find my body, that means I'll be able to go back?
Precisely. But there's a lot of you to find. You're going to be busy.
These must be pieces of me.
Alright, we have all these stars. I know there's at least 2 that you can talk to that are significant people. Yeah, but that's just so lame that how they do this though. It's like 3 people get knocked out and then everybody dies and Sora's a downer and then more people die. And it's just like an instant like wipe of your team. It's just like, oh, come on. Like some of them could have done something to fight back or something. It just makes the whole team seem like weak and incompetent. That's why I'm bummed about it. And it's just like, come on, man. I mean, even Aqua, she was in the realm of darkness and she handled shit like that for years. So she could have at least done at least a barrier around her and Ven or something. It's just like disappointing because they underutilize the characters and undervalue them in this for like this whole thing to transpire in the first place. Which is just like such a downer, man. I believe I can't remember the two that you can interact with that are like significant. One I believe is Naminé, I think. And then there's another one from Union Crossing. I don't know what character it is. I don't know a lot of them from Union Crossing. I only really know about like Rava or Ava. I think it was Ava. But I don't know. I just know she's from Union Crossing.
Good day.
Oh, cool! You can talk!
You look like a person. Oh. How is it that you retain your appearance? Are you special?
I'm a little hazy on the details.
As are we all.
So, whose heart are you?
No one's anymore. They took away my name. Everything about me.
No way! They couldn't have taken away your heart.
Only because it pines for another.
Yeah? Someone's coming for you?
I cannot be certain. He's been changed beyond recognition. His heart replaced with another's. But were he to regain his old self again, he would be distressed by my absence. So I choose to wait here, where he can find me.
Oh. Good. You have to believe.
Believe? Oh, you mean know in my heart he will return? Without any proof?
Yes, that's kind of belief.
Exactly. Believe. I thought it was all over for me, but a friend of mine looked me in the eye and said, "You don't believe that."
And then he died. Good times. In fact, we both died immediately after that.
So, who did this to you? Heartless steal hearts. So, a nobody?
Somebody.
Really?
Yeah, I believe this is Naminé.
Well,
so, like,
I wish I could help. But my situation's no better.
You must see to the tasks before you first.
The tasks before me? There's so many.
All the more reason for you to make an effort.
Yeah, you're right. I just wish I knew what to do.
Here you are on the brink, and yet you hold on to who you are. You possess a strong sense of purpose. And in that purpose, you will find direction.
Thank you. I'm really glad we met. You cheer me up. I hope that friend of yours finds you soon.
Thank you. Me too.
Oh, hey. If I see him, I'll tell him that you're here. What's his name? Huh?
Our secret.
Yeah, that's Naminé's voice actor, so I assume that's the Naminé one. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this game heavily ties into Union Crossing in many, many ways. That's why we really they gotta do something with that Union Crossing game to make it make the story more accessible than what it is right now. Yeah, I didn't know too much about Union Crossing. And in fact, spoilers, I didn't even know Ventus was in Union Crossing. And I found out way later. And so like the whole thing with Cherith and him in this game made no sense to me whatsoever. And I was like, what? Because obviously like I've played the other mainline games and like nowhere in there you see Cherith. Because their whole relationship comes from Unchained Key, or Union Crossing. It's had multiple names over the years. Shit.
Sora?
Yes?
It's me, Naminé.
Oh wait, no, this is Naminé. What? Then who's the other one?
I'm so glad that you managed to hold on to who you are.
Why are you here?
I was in Kairi's heart. But then we were struck by a powerful darkness.
Was I insane?
And I woke up here.
And Kairi?
I can feel her heart.
It's her same voice.
She's fighting with all her strength to keep you from fading away.
So the reason I retained my form in this place...
It's because she's holding you together. Go to her.
I'm trying, but what about you? I can't just leave you stuck here.
It's okay. Really. Kairi is where I came from. So once she's safe again, Kairi is where I'll return.
Her inner blonde.
Naminé, I know that I'm supposed to thank you. The Datascape doesn't count. I need to say the words myself.
Wait, how do you even know that happened in the Datascape?
Not like this. You and Roxas can't tell me you're okay with this. I know how much you're hurting. I felt that pain through Roxas.
He's the one they all miss. It's not me.
Wrong. What about me? Kairi, Donald, Goofy, the King. Roxas too, he misses you. And someone else special I know won't let you down.
Sora, thank you.
Well, then I'm gonna go save Kairi, so at least you'll be free of this place. Okay?
Oh, wait.
Huh?
While sifting through memories, I spoke to Terra, the Keyblade wielder you've been looking for. He has a strong will, and it keeps him tethered to the realm of light. I'll try tracing that connection. Maybe that'll be enough to tip the scales in the other direction.
Huh?
Let's just say I've got your back.
That part of you? It reminds me of Kairi. Thanks, Naminé. Oh! That's not the official thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well, see ya.
Be careful.
Alright, so... Shit, so that one was a Naminé, obviously. So then who was the other one? The other one must have been, the person from Union Crossing. But she sounded just like Naminé, so it's like, what the heck? And, like, it's kind of telling about Kingdom Hearts' storytelling method that apparently was another character, even though 90% of what she was saying completely syncs up with Naminé's story. So it's like, how is she a different character? Like, I don't even know if she is confirmed a different character or not. I just heard it from someone else that plays Kingdom Hearts a lot. and has like a Kingdom Hearts channel. I can't remember who, but it was like 2 years ago that they were talking about that. Oh, those thingies were from Dream Drop Distance. Those little teleport balls. I think a cool thing they could have done was at the end of Dream Drop Distance, something happens to Sora. Like he loses his power, and that's like the whole like conceit of this game is he has to get his power back. It'd be cool if whatever they did to Sora, it would like unlock this world for him. So every time he like sealed a world in this game, he would come here and you'd play a section of this world at the end of every Disney World. So by the time we got to this final fight area, we wouldn't have to go through this whole long section. Because he'd slowly be going through this throughout the whole game. And he'd like regain his power by doing like little mini sections of this. I think that would be pretty cool.
I gotta put myself back together. There's no time to waste.
But God, yeah. I know, like, obviously, there's, like, a lot of comparisons at times from the Kingdom Hearts original soundtrack stuff, comparing to Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But there's something about this track specifically just really reminds me of Final Fantasy. Oh, that's what that does. I just remembered. I wonder why you need 111. I swear to God, Nomura, if you do something in another game where it's like 111 is now significant, it's like, I swear to God, man, don't you do it. Arbitrarily picking numbers and then making those numbers important later on. Ooh, buddy. Wow. Wow. Just letting them run into me. Oh, look at his funky fresh moves here. Yicking it. I love that they pull the like the dance moves from the Tangled world when we were doing all the dancing and whatnot. That's just so funny to me. Damn it! I was hoping we would get out there to him. Whoop. Yeah, I should probably turn this again. Make this way easier. I need to find another turny thingy. There we go. Oh God, what way are we turning? Oh, were we just literally just turning on an axis? Actually like rotating up or down? I believe that's the one that rotated the whole world. I'm gonna go over there and try to get to that one.
Almost there.
God damn it, it's just turning it on that axis again. I needed the one that flips, like what's right, what one is the right side up? Rather than turning it just left and right. Keep donking this up, man. Alright, well there's two that I already know about. Where's... gotta be another one. Ah, there's one. God dang it. Alright. There are two right there. Alright, let's try this out, see how this goes. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I'm lucky with that. Alright, that looks like that did it. Nice. Yeah, that's not good. I never want to trust flow motion. Not mess me up.
Yeah.
And we almost have enough. And I did, in one of my playthroughs, collect all of them. And it doesn't do anything. At least I couldn't find anything that it actually did. So as soon as we get the 111, get out of here. Ooh, that's right. Yeah, let's get up here and get some of these. Yachty. Alright, there we go.
Oh. Huh?
I see that you found them all.
Yup.
Then isn't it time that you left?
Oh, thanks.
What? I'm doing you a big favor here, you know. Don't push it.
Hey, Chirthy, you still look like you, right? Would you like me to help you find your pieces?
Oh, I don't work like that.
So, like, you're waiting for someone to rescue you?
Sort of?
Well, tell me who. I'll find him. Huh?
No. That's okay. He doesn't remember the past. Besides, I'm sure that he's much happier with his new friends. But I'll wait. He'll arrive here one day.
Okay. I'll be back to visit you.
What?
You and me are friends now.
Really? I've missed having friends.
Well, see you around. And thanks.
Huh?
How do I get out of here?
Could I get a hint how to save the others?
Seriously? Are you a Keyblade wielder, or aren't you? Haven't you already learned how to restore someone's heart after it's been lost?
Restore their hearts. Is that the same thing as the power of waking?
I'm not sure, but give it a shot.
No. This'll take all my heart.
When does it not?
Okay.
Look for the light in the darkness. May your heart be your guiding key.
Sora, you don't believe that. I know you don't.
Yeah, I would definitely want to see this part again so I can get... I have a better understanding of time travel and shenanigans like that in this game now. But rewatching this will hopefully clarify is... Okay, so yeah, they just re-showed us that part, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that again in the DLC as well.
Riku! Riku! Answer me!
So the way that they showed this was kind of confusing. So did we time travel back into our own body to re-witness that scene that happened? Or did they just re-show us that scene? In case you forgot from that time that they showed us that 10 minutes ago. Because, yeah, you could spend a lot of time in that other zone. Like, I believe that. But there's, like, no save point there. So it's like, you have to complete that zone. So it's like, you'd see all of that in one go. So I don't really see why they had to re-show that one scene. Like, it could have just went from him getting completed body and then him flying through that darkness area that just happened.
World. Is Riku here? There's nobody here.
Gee, I'm here.
Jiminy!
The guy we always forget.
Okay.
Well, okay might be a stretch, but what are we waiting for? We need to find the others.
Right.
That would mean that they literally physically got transported there. Which, by the way, everyone forgets Jiminy is always on Sora's body or person. So it's like, all these weird shit, like, Jiminy Cricket also died there when Sora died. Alright, here's the first save point from when all that shenanigans happened. So, I think this is supposed to be us traveling into someone's heart or something like along those lines. Like an inner world kind of situation. Or it's still us. Oh no, that's Riku. Okay.
Riku!
Forgot about this guy. This dude's got an awesome design. Okay, this brings up so many questions that I don't know if are ever actually answered. So it's like, I think we're inside Riku in some way, shape, or form. But it doesn't explain why we see this place inside Riku. Because Riku was never here unless we were traveling inside of ourselves to find the connection to Riku. So we're inside ourselves as Sora, inside of Sora, and then what we just saw was like Sora's connection to Riku. So that would explain why we see this place, even though Riku has never been here, but Sora has. So we're technically inside Sora, and that was just the connection to Riku that we just seen. Which is the whole point of this power that he's got, is his ability to travel to other hearts through hearts. So technically we're inside Sora, trying to get to Riku, I think? Yeah.
Hurry, Sora! We can't let him get away!
Because yeah, ultimately, if we were inside Riku, why would we see this place if he's never been there? Unless our unconscious is just filling in the space so we could see something that we know. It's like our minds wouldn't be able to process what Riku's seen because we don't have the same experiences as Riku, so our mind would automatically fill the world in to be something that we would know rather than him, even though we're inside of Riku. This game can be very confusing if you think about things too hard. Yeah, but ultimately, it's just like a lot of implications of why do we see the Hercules world when we're trying to save Riku. Like, I don't think there's really significance to what the actual world itself is, just that Riku's never been here and Sora has. Damn it! Aha! That is kind of cool. He leaves behind after images and they explode.
It's over.
Yeah, this guy's definitely one of my top designs. And there's just something about Kingdom Hearts, like... Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely has its own design philosophy for Heartless. Because obviously in the original... In the original Kingdom Hearts, we were limited by the PS2, so like a lot of them had to be a lot more simplistic looking. So here they're allowed to be a little bit more complicated than before. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad because they kind of overdo it. But yeah, this design is amazing. Like, okay, so that's Riku's heart.
There's no need to worry, Sora. He'll return to the place he fell, like you did. We gotta focus on rescuing the others.
Okay.
How does Jiminy know that? That's not really Jiminy, because we're not actually in these physical worlds, I think. So that wouldn't actually be Jiminy, so who is it?
That scoundrel must have fled into one of those pools of shadow that are down below us.
Where do they lead?
Well, I think they might be portals to other worlds.
Okay, maybe that's where we'll find the others.
If we hurry.
And yeah, what does this say that we're using this drop mechanic, which we used in Dream Drop Distance to do this? Which makes this seem like, yeah, these are all inner worlds. rather than the actual physical worlds traveling to them. But it's like, who knows? I don't know. Someone somewhere's figured this out, probably. Aqua. Yeah, because, like, you know when you see those videos about, like, certain movies or TV shows, and they're like, so-and-so, ending explained. It's like, I want you to explain, like, the last 5 hours of this game to me. Yep. But yeah, there's actually very few Heartless that I'd say have a very cool design. Like, a lot of them have, like, fine or interesting designs, but none of them that I actually, like, personally think are pretty kick-ass looking. It's like this one, and in the original Kingdom Hearts, in the final world, those, the ones that have, like, wings and they have those big swords in the final world in the first Kingdom Hearts games, those guys are, like, hands down my favorite Heartless. This guy's a close second. And then there is a secret boss in this game. There's one that I can recall. And I don't even know if you'd really qualify him as a secret boss. He's just more of a bonus boss. Where he's similar in design to those Heartless from the original game that I was talking about with the swords. Except he's got, like, a little extra detail and he's got a different colored sword. And I think he's kind of cool. Like, not as cool as the original design, though.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
They're all wrapped in shadows, Jiminy. Yeah, actually, I just forgot that there was that one extra fight in this game. Honestly, that last fight ended a lot faster than I thought it was going to. And I forgot I could do that move. Boom. Yes. All right. This is the first time in many, many hours of us doing this. I think we're too high. Are you kidding me, man?
See ya.
Dang it, our buns. I love that animation though. When he's on fire, it's like, yeah, let's do some weird our buns are on fire thing. Wow, that was a very awkward,
Nice. There.
Alright, we got him. Maybe? Oh, no, not yet, not yet. Alright.
So long.
Oh, dang it. I forgot the water one was a radius first. Even though I, like, just did it. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, that's 2 hearts down. Honestly, I forgot about this section. There are some finer points of this end section that I do forget, because it's like the main boss fights and then like the DLC kind of all blend together for me. So it's like this little section I completely forgot about with the Reaper. Which I like they went with a bit of a like weirder...
Search every portal the shadows control.
A weirder, more bulbous design for a Reaper instead of just like a skinny skeleton man. Why not? And also, what does it say? That... Is that a literal Heartless, or is that just a Grim Reaper? Like, that's a good question. I'm sure there's an answer for that somewhere, but it's like... Is the Grim Reaper just a form of Heartless? God, butts. What? You're just like Ooh, let's use this one. I was not able to level it up more than I wanted to. Damn it! Really fucking me over here, buddy. There we go. Oh god.
So long. Try this.
It's a dope sword. It's like the kind of dope where it's just like it looks cool, but at the same time kind of like a child's toy too. It's like that weird line between actually cool and like it's a child's toy kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Try this.
We have mastered teleportation.
Back off.
And interesting that you do have to take out all the minions and not just the boss here. Damn it. Daddy. Boom, nice. Gotcha.
Stop that.
And I do find it interesting that they give you save points after each fight here. Like, that's interesting. Like, one at the beginning and one at the end, I think would have been good. But it's nice that they do that.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Yeah, because it just kind of breaks my brain of why Jiminy Cricket's here with us. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think you ever actually see, when you're in the inner worlds at the beginning of like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, on the stained glass, you never really go there with more than one person, except for when it was Roxas and Sora fighting in Kingdom Hearts 2, and that's just because they're inside the same body. Which makes me think that this is the power of waking. Oh god. And that, yeah, these are all just, these worlds are Sora's memories of these worlds. And they're just, going and saving... Ah!
See ya.
Damn it. Damn it, boy. He got me, and I'm about to get him. Yes. It's not super... I don't think it's super complicated. I just think that, like, it's just, like, a lot of weird concepts happen one after the other, so it's a little hard to keep track of them. But yeah, this reminds me of how much I really need to watch a frickin', like, explain this kind of video to like, fully get all the, like, minutia of this.
Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Alright, here we go. Oh wait, no. God damn it. I keep screwing myself with that. Yay! I don't think we've really gotten to do this one. Huh. I just need to master that warp move, and that will make this fight a whole lot easier. Ah, my buns are on fire. I do love this weapon though, because it's able to use all the other weapon types in one. Because it's made out of the little cube, so it can shapeshift. That's dope. Damn it! No, I wanted to. Again, it's just changing the camera. Why do this? Make this. It's obnoxious.
Heal.
The camera control be the camera control, because what does the camera do when you go into this mode? Same thing! We don't need to double up. So we have 2 camera controls when we go into focus mode. Damn it! Oh, I landed on a tree! I thought I was still falling, and I was like, what? Ah, shit! Okay, that's it. All of you are fucking going down. Yep. Bye-bye.
Got him.
Oh, there we go. That's a little bit of a new one. Alright, there we go. It's just like the weird, like, the tree area was just a little bit harder to, like, actually maneuver around in. That's the only thing that made this one a little bit more tedious than the others. Nice. Alright. Now, where are we going?
That's the last one. He must be hiding in there.
Yeah, I wonder if this was just like... Was this a conscious decision to make this drop seem similar to the drop system in Dream Drop Distance? Or if it was just like a coincidence where it's like, they just wanted a fun way to get from 1 to 1, and that was it. Let's overanalyze the hell out of it. Was it planned? No. Oh, there we go, Axel. Gotta save Axel, he's part of our unconscious team. Damn it! Always... Having a high combo count can be annoying because of that. There we go, there we go. I think we got him. Yep. Ooh, air boost plus maximum MP increase. How do you like me now, buddy? Punching you right through your heart hole. You just got fisted.
Well, Sora, I'd say we've been to every world that we can visit.
But we're one short. Where's Kyrie's heart?
Gee, I wish I knew.
Tagline for every Kingdom Hearts game.
You!
All that gallivanting through the sleeping worlds, and yet you learned nothing.
What?
Dream by dream. You nearly buried yourself in the dark of sleep, and now you're at it again. The Lich you've been fighting, it's not like other Heartless.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It exists to usher hearts down to the depths of darkness. If you chase it, you will condemn your heart to that same abyss.
You're wrong. My heart is strong.
What do you think the power of waking is? It's for traversing hearts to reach worlds, not for traversing worlds to reach hearts. There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly.
So what? You're worried about me now?
No. There's no saving you.
Huh.
You've paid the price, and it lies at the bottom of the abyss.
Wait!
Oh, Sora!
Oh.
Hurry, Sora! The way to the Keyblade Graveyard is open! Chipper and I found a new path!
Haha!
Of course! That's the one place we haven't checked yet!
Off we go!
Okay, so, alright, that recontextualizes everything that I was saying, and I'm an idiot. Wasn't the Reaper, it was a Lich. Okay, that got cleared up. 2, so, did the Heartless teleport everyone to those different places, or was Sora using the power of waking to push everyone to those worlds? Because that would make sense, since it would be the worlds that he went to, so they are in his heart. Those are the worlds that all those people popped out to.
Sora.
Kyrie! I found you!
God, if I had a nickel every time he said that.
You see? I had no doubts that you'd pull through.
The light in the darkness. It was you! You're the one who kept me from fading away!
All I did was believe that you wouldn't.
I feel strong with you, Kyrie.
Honestly, this whole thing kind of feels weak to me in this game.
Come on.
It's weird. In the original Kingdom Hearts game, they had like less time together, it feels like. But it seems like their bond was like a lot more effective, emotionally wise.
I told you, Sora. You're safe with me.
And in this game, it just kind of feels like a lot of reiterating things that have already happened and like we already know, or like has already kind of happened in some way. So it's like just kind of retreading old things a bit.
You okay?
And how the hell did Kyrie know how to like traverse that shit like that? Is it because she's Princess of Light?
Thanks, Kyrie.
Can she still be a Princess of Light if she is a Keyblade wielder? What I'm wondering.
It did work!
Of course! Now point us back at those guys.
Right!
Okay, so that us getting completely destroyed there was just so Sora could officially have his power of waking awakened. I guess that's what it's trying to. That's what that whole thing was trying to do.
Let's go after them.
We've got to go too!
And by the way, like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing what's gonna happen next, knowing what I know from the end of the game. See if I can pick up on some more stuff, because the young Xehanort always kind of gave vibes, especially in Dream Drop Distance, I think, where it's like he's saying he's going through the actions of being evil, but then every so often he'll say something or like just do a little thing where it's like he's kind of on our side sometimes, vaguely. Like he's not straight up, oh, I'm gonna murder you. But like he drops a little hint or says something where it's like, it doesn't seem like he's all in on this plan, even though it's his own plan. And it's just like, I think that's what kind of makes the ending kind of work in this game. Even though it's just like, for a lot of people, it kind of came out of nowhere and it's just like, oh, come on, kind of situation. But it's just like, with the younger version of him, it kind of feels like, okay, so it seems like he's just playing the role, and older he gets, the more like into that role he becomes. So that's why like the adult versions are more of just like straight up dicks, while the younger one like has like kind of a little bit of like a helping you kind of situation a little bit. At least that's how I read it. Let's just see if that follows through, because it felt a little bit, it felt vaguely like that in Dream Drop Distance a little bit, that there was something else going on with the younger version. And then in here, it seems like we're getting like a lot more time with him than with the other versions. Since the other versions are all like, the 13 Darknesses, ma, let me twirl my mustache and be evil. Yeah, and like, I'm just assuming like all of this bullshit's like, they're gonna somehow be all like, oh, it was all from the foretellers and the Book of Prophecy. All of this was supposed to happen, according to Lushu, or some shit like that. And that's why like the ending of this game is just like, do we finally just get to see like what happens after the book that the Master Masters wrote? But I actually am gonna call it here for today, just because there's just gonna be a lot of real cool banger stuff happening, gonna be coming up, and I want to kick off the stream with that stuff, and we'll see how far we can get next time. Because honestly, yeah, I completely forgot about like a lot of this stuff. Like, I remember doing it before, but I just couldn't remember the order in which it happened in this final world. So it's like those two parts of us going into the final world, as well as apparently using the power of waking and teleporting everyone and doing all that. I completely forgot that section. But yeah, we're just gonna call it there for today. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get started. We're not gonna get started, we've been playing it. Nier Replicant, we're gonna be seeing how far along we can get in there. Hopefully we'll be able to take down the final, at least I think it's the final challenge dungeon, and get maybe to the end of the B ending. We'll see. I don't know if it's just a more expanded upon ending, or if it's actually like a longer, you do more stuff kind of ending. I'm not sure. But that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Monday we'll be back here and we'll can start this whole boss rush situation that's about to happen with perhaps one of the coolest scenes for Yen Sid, where it's like he shows up, he does some stuff, and it's just like, why don't we have the other magical people come here with us and be our backup? Because this is like world-ending shit that's happening. We need all hands on deck. So it's like, anyone that knows about the world traveling should be here. Magic people, the Final Fantasy characters. Like, that's the biggest gripe. It's like, are you telling me this whole story is coming to a head, which for 2 games have been completely messing with all the Final Fantasy characters, and then in the 3rd one, where it's the whole Apex, Leon, Cloud, none of them show up to help? It's just like, no. I just really want to know why there was just a massive absence of them. And I really think it has to do with, like, Nomura and 13 Verses, which was the original name of Final Fantasy 15. Like, he was working on that, and then he got booted off of it. And it's just like, I really hope it's not just because of that, and him just not wanting to use Final Fantasy characters because he got booted off of it. Because that would suck. And I'm saying booted off. I don't know the exact story behind it, just to clarify. All I know is that he was working on it, and he somehow got removed or left the project. And that's why everyone was blowing up when Yuzora shows up in his little ending. And it's an exact, like, play-by-play of the original reveal of 13 Verses, of how they revealed that. So it's just like, why? Let's... We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I think, for me personally, the next game I'm the most excited about, Kingdom Hearts 3, yes, I wanted before it was out. But, like, the story, whatever was going to happen in the story, I'd be like, yeah, I'm interested in it. But I'm not like, I want to know what's about to happen. I just thought it was an interesting story and now go along on the journey, because that's what it is for me a lot of the time. But, yeah, honestly, Kingdom Hearts 4 is the first Kingdom Hearts game where it's like, I have to know where the story is going. Because all the ones before, well, most of them, they were kind of just like all headed in a general direction. But now that the slate is kind of wiped clean and the whole Xehanort thing is done, it's just like the possibilities is just like so much more and so much vast than any other Kingdom Hearts game since the first one. So it's like, this could be a whole new style of Kingdom Hearts. I mean, honestly, like, if they were ever to, like, drop the whole Kingdom Hearts, the whole Disney motif and move to something else, I think this part, like, moving into this new era of Kingdom Hearts would be the time to do that. I personally wouldn't want them to, because it's like the whole, like, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey is like, they're big parts of this world. But since they're moving to this whole new realm that we know nothing about, who knows? It might just be Square characters, or they might try to go more towards, like, using Marvel, which I don't even know how that would work. Because it's like, all the Marvel characters are in one world, so it's like, if you were to do a Marvel world, it would be just one. You wouldn't have, like, one world for Iron Man, one world for Thor. It's like, that wouldn't work like that. Unless they did some weird shenanigans with it. But, I digress. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch some Kingdom Hearts 3 videos of them, like, fully breaking this down. Even though I think I got it, it definitely, that last cutscene with young Xehanort really clarified, you know, what was going on there. And it's just like, oh, okay, I get it. What I was saying earlier was just me speculating and rambling, because I could not remember for the life of me any of that happening. But, yeah. That is it for today, guys. Like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Nier. Monday, we're getting back into this. Getting into, like, the final boss fights. See how far we can go. And then on Tuesday, it should be Genshin Impact. The new character, some new shit happening there. Hopefully. I saw the dates for it. It said it was scheduled for yesterday, but there wasn't anything new. So I don't know why it said the date was for yesterday. But I haven't tried it today. I don't know what's going on with it. But some new stuff happening in Genshin Impact. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday. And yeah, that's the next couple of days coming up for us. Thank you very much for everyone coming out, hanging out. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that follow button. It really helps me out. And that's it for day 297 streaming in a row. If you want to see all 297 of my past streams, they are all on my YouTube channel, which is a link down below in the About section on my Twitch page, as well as a link over to my Twitter, where I tweet out every day when I'm online and what I'm playing. Like I said, those are the games that are going to be coming up: Nier, Kingdom Hearts, Genshin Impact. If anything changes, if I find any new like game trailers or anything like that, I tweet them out. I let you guys know that way. And yeah, and I also I'm always looking for interesting games to play, whether it's on stream or off. And if anyone has any interesting RPGs or anything like that, or indie games they'd like me to play through or hear my opinions about, just let me know on Twitter, in the comments on YouTube, or in the chat on Twitch. I'm always down to talk about anything gaming, really, or usually anything anime for the most part, even though I'm terrible with names and I've watched so much anime. A lot of it just kind of bleeds together. Oh god, so much time. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much again, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys back here on Monday with more Kingdom Hearts 3. Bye-bye! No? Streamlabs? Alright.